Tom Stabb. Tom Stabb for the Rams. The big
Here it
tight
is.
end as we watch McGinley. He's under pressure, stands and delivers.
And there was good coverage there by the Colonels. It was just a good pass and a good reception. And here's the extra point now.
And this is a big extra point.
It's up, and it's good. And the Rockville Rams take the lead 21-17, and the Magruder Colonels now are going to have to get a touchdown.
Yeah, it's a big extra point. That gives them a 4-point cushion, and the field goal will do the Colonels no good. They're going to have to get in the end zone to win this ball game.
And so far in this game, they have pretty well shot themselves in the foot with a number of mistakes. There was a fumble in that last series by the Colonels, which gave the Rams possession back. That was after the Colonels had stopped a big drive with an interception. Just when you thought the Colonels were going to take the momentum back, they gave it back to the Rams. And the Rams this time capitalized on it the first time this half.
3 touchdowns this Colonel defense has given up, and coming into this game, in 8 games they had given up 3 touchdowns, and the Rams have gotten into the end zone tonight on 3 separate occasions.
What a game. And Tom Manuel, the coach of the Rockville Rams, game plan of passing against the Colonels has proved to be a wise decision.
Okay, Mark Tenholder back with Bruce Ballard to receive. Coming to Tenholder's side, he lets it bounce.
Tenholder tries to cut back toward the middle, a good tackle. Fumble! The officials have not made the call yet. Now they have. The Rams have the ball.
Possession, Rockville.
Tenholder fumbled. It was a good hit by the Rams defender.
As we take a look at the replay.
The kick's a good kick off to the side away from the power blocking. Tenholder takes it, tries to cut back in, and watch the hit.
Sean Way
on the hit.
On a tremendous tackle on Mark Tenholder.
It was good technique there. Leslie Walter on the recovery for Rockville. He showed good fundamentals there, driving his shoulder in right where the ball was.
Certainly did.
And Tenholder, who's a good, solid ball carrier, gave the ball up. In fact,
Tenholder and Miller, they're most dependable ball players.
That's right, so it's 1st and 10 for the Rams at the 34-yard line of the Magruder Colonels. There's movement in the backfield. The flag is thrown. And that play will likely result in a penalty against the Rams.
Yeah, that was Ron Carrington that time, the lone setback, who moved before the snap. That'll cost the Rams 5 yards.
Harrison and King on the stop.
Won't cost them a down, however. Be 1st and 15.
We're in the 4th quarter of a real
we got
good
the
ball
motion.
game.
It's declined.
Oh, they've declined.
Okay, we got 2nd down.
Okay, how many timeouts left?
Coach Lester wants to advance those downs.
Exactly. Time is very, very important.
He must feel that with the way McGinley's passing, that he can pass 15 yards as well as he can 10. The way he's throwing tonight, he can pass from anywhere. 3 receivers split far side on 2nd down. And he's rolling to his right.
It's up for grabs.
Throws and intercepted.
Up for grabs.
It's intercepted. Magruder Colonels coming back.
Same thing again, Todd Varesco.
Varesco's 2nd interception. The Rams bring him down at about the 16-yard line. So the Colonels have life. They'll take over. 1st and 10. We've seen a lot of turnovers in the last few minutes.
Surprises me, Kelly, that Tommy Manuel would put the ball up with a 4-point lead deep in Colonel territory here.
At least a deep pattern. You would think short passes a little safer.
Very, very surprised. Here comes a replay. He throws it up, and there's excellent coverage. Varesco's just back there waiting.
That just wasn't a great pass either. McLean throws, incomplete. Tenholder could not hold on a sideline pattern. Number 66, Chris Bunting on the coverage. Bunting's a big linebacker. Rockville has a couple of big linebackers. They have Belcher at 235 and Bunting at 6'1", 235. And they've been very good tonight.
There's Todd Varesco.
Receptions tonight. He's perhaps saved Magruder from another a problem score there as the Rams were stopped. McLean throws deep, but way overthrown.
Threw that one away.
Tenholder was the intended receiver. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 from about the 16-yard line, and Magruder is forced to do what they don't do best. They can pass, but they're a better running team. But the clock is winding down here, and they're 4 points down. They've got to get a touchdown.
And the Colonels keep working to the short side of the field here. I look for them this time to go to the wide side, perhaps run that option play or.
All right, it's the Magruder Colonels with 3rd down now and 10. They've got a receiver in
Holton. He makes the catch. Holton makes a great catch on the sideline.
It's a 1st down, a big 3rd down conversion there.
And gets out of bounds.
Big 3rd down conversion for the Colonels. That was an important play.
Yes, it was. That's a clutch reception there by Tim Holton. Ron Carrington on coverage and the tackle.
That was a good throw by McLean, and they needed it.
And the clock is stopped. It was take a look here on the replay.
Sprint out right.
McLean, pass.
Just a well-timed play, a well-timed throw. Tenholder goes in motion. McLean rolls to his left. Throws to Tenholder. Incomplete. He's got some room.
He's across midfield, Kelly.
Cook knocks him out of bounds at the 46-yard line of the Rams, and the Colonels have moved into Ram territory.
Yes, and another outstanding pass by that sophomore quarterback, McLean, as he was under pressure that time. So take a look, delivering the ball to Mark Tenholder as he gets out of bounds.
The Colonels have the ball 1st and 10 at the 47 of the Rams. The Rams trying to hold on to a 4-point lead and get an upset against the division-leading Magruder Colonels.
Play fake, here comes
McLean under pressure, fumbles, the Rockville Rams recover. A flag has been thrown, however. That was a great rush put on by the Rams, knocking the ball out of McLean's hands as he tried to throw, and the Rams recovered. We'll see what the penalty call is. Here it is.
All right, okay,
McLean looks to
Give
throw.
me the captain over here.
Bunting
Give me the captain.
knocks the ball out of the hands of McLean and recovers the fumble.
Okay.
Big play defensively, and there was an offensive holding call on the Colonels. So again, the ebb and flow continues.
All right, we got a whole blue. It's declined. We've got a 1st down. We've got a hold on the blue. It's declined. We have a 1st down.
The last 2 possessions of each team, there have been turnovers by both teams.
It's tough being number 1, I tell you.
I'll tell you, it's awfully exciting, too, to see this kind of a game because you just, it could go either way at this point. There's only 2 minutes and 17 seconds left unofficially, and the Rams are holding on to a 4-point lead, and this would be quite an upset.
There's movement.
This would be a big upset if the Rams can pull it off.
I'll be surprised if Tom Emanuel puts this ball up, but again, I was surprised on the last possession.
Dead ball, ball start.
Ball start on the Rams this time.
A dead ball, ball start.
Okay, dead ball means the ball was not put in play, so it will not cost them a down. Only 5 yards. It makes it 1st and 15.
The ball is set at the 49-yard Colonels. Now, let's see what the Rams will do. They've been run and shoot the whole game, but they've got a 4-point lead. Let's see if they turn a little conservative here just to wind down the clock with only about 2 minutes left. McGinley hands off up the middle. We've got Bartram carrying the ball. He gets about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. It's 2nd down and about 13. We've got a little less than 2 minutes to go with Magruder calling a timeout, and the score is Rockville 21, Magruder 17.
And they're going to have to stop the clock here in order to have a chance of regaining possession. So with a 2nd and 13, Magruder should have 1, maybe perhaps 2 timeouts left.
And it'll be unlikely that Coach Manuel would put the ball in the air on this series, not until 3rd down, although he's done it the whole game. because he's got to realize, I'm sure, that the Colonels have to score a touchdown. So he'd like to keep them deep in their own zone if they are going to get the ball back.
Yeah, I think the decision here will be to run the ball 4 times to attempt to get the first down, or run the ball 3 times and punt and put the Colonels deep in their own territory.
If this continues, this could be one of the upsets in the county the whole season, as the Rams, with a 2-6 record, are poised here to defeat the Magruder Colonels, who have a 7-1 record and are ranked at the top of their division. McGinley at quarterback. He's really been the field general out there today. He comes left. He's going to run it.
He's going to run it all the way.
He's got some yards, some good blocking ahead of him, and he gets up, not quite to a first down, but almost first down, and he's brought down by number 24 of Magruder, Dan Redmond.
He stays in bounds, which is very, very important.
Keeps the clock rolling, and Magruder has to call a timeout.
Yes, bringing up a big, big 3rd and 4 for the Rams.
I think one of the things, Billy, that you have to say is a characteristic of this game is the Rams have played a very smart ball game.
Very smart. Again, we can't stress it enough. Their execution has been superb throughout this contest, led by Chris McGinley, the senior quarterback, who has certainly done one whale of a job.
There is 1 minute and 6 seconds left in this ball game. The Rockville Rams are ahead 21-17 over the Magruder Colonels in a dramatic upset. The Rockville Rams really dominated play in the first half. The Colonels were able to get a safety, and the score was 14-2 at one point with the Rams ahead. And then the Colonels were able to come back just before the end of the first half with a touchdown to move within 14-9. And then in the second half, the Colonels came out and started playing like the Magruder team that we've known all season, and they scored and went ahead 17-14. But the Rams came back, and because of a series of mistakes that the Colonels made, fumbles primarily, and the Rams have capitalized with a solid passing game.
He's going to run it all the way.
McGinley rolls right.
Turn the corner, you can get it. He stopped.
Does not look like he made the first down. He stopped at about the 35-yard line. He needed to get to the 33.
It's going to be close. It looks like they...
And Magruder has called what I think is their final timeout. So it will bring up a 4th down.
Superb effort.
With less than a minute left, about 3 yards to go, and the Colonels have their back to the wall.
And McGinley again with a superb effort, but tremendous defensive surge by the Colonels over there on the left-hand side, bringing up a 4th down and 4.
56 seconds left in this ball game. 21-17, Rockville Rams over the Magruder Colonels. And you've got a subdued Magruder team here, as they had hoped to be able to continue their strong play through this season. They're 7-1. They're really ranked up pretty high for the playoff battle, and this is a shocker.
Well, the Colonels came into this game ranked number 1 in the Montgomery Journal's top 10, moving ahead of Springbrook and Gaithersburg. Again, it's tough to be number 1. Everybody gets up for you.
But the Colonels have made just too many mistakes in this ball game.
Certainly have.
They've given the Rams good field position.
Their last 3 possessions have ended up in fumbles.
All right, here we are with 4th down. McGinley, Chris McGinley. Quarterback sneaks, and he gets the first down. And the Colonels may not get the ball back. They may not get the ball back. First down for the Rockville Rams at about the 30-yard line.
That's a first down, and that
could do it.
That's going to seal the fate of the Colonels.
Magruder Colonels are about to lose the 2nd game of the season. They lost to Springbrook, one of the best teams in the county, and earlier in the season in a very close game. Here, they are also losing a close game, but they are on the against a team that was 2-6. It's not at all what was expected. And the Rockville are sky high at the moment. They've got less than a minute to play, and they got 4 downs, and Magruder's out of timeouts. McGinley just goes to one knee. The clock keeps rolling. They can't stop it. The Rams coach Tom Manuel, who was a player for Coach Roy Lester, coach of Magruder, when Tom went to high school, finally beats Magruder Colonels, and there's less than 10 seconds left now. This is the first victory for Tom Manuel. And that's the ball game, and we have one of the biggest upsets of the season here, as the Rockville Rams have beaten the very tough Magruder Colonels 21-17, a 4-point victory. Mistakes by the Colonels have certainly been a factor. Mistakes that are not customary for the Colonels. They all season long were a team that was mistake-free. That's what Coach Tom Manuel, the Rockville Rams, said coming into the ball game. But here we have a big, big upset as the Rockville Rams defeat the Magruder Colonels 21-17, and we'll be back in just a moment as Billy Gordon will interview the winning coach and our star player of the game.
Okay.
We're not number one.
Okay, we're down here on the field with the victorious Rockville Rams. Our player of the game, Chris McGinley, and victorious coach Tom Emanuel. We said coming into this game that the Rams had not much of a chance to beat the Colonels, but I tell you, game plan was successful. Coach Emanuel, what'd you do?
Just try to throw it real quick before they could get to us. The offensive line did a good job. Chris hit some open people, and receivers caught the ball.
Kelly and I talked all night about how well these guys executed. Offensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, defensive linemen, linebackers, defensive backs. I mean, the execution was just superb.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. It was a real thrill.
Excellent coaching by this guy, Chris McGinley, our player of the game. Chris, what impressed us most was how quickly you set up. You know, 2-3 steps, man, you were set, you delivered the ball on the money repeatedly.
Yeah, majority of our pass plays were quick 2-step drops. That's all we do. Quick openings, and we isolate one defensive back. And if he goes the wrong way, one receiver is going to be open. If he goes another way, the other receiver is going to be open. That's all we did.
Well said. All we did. Those guys up front did an outstanding job. Those guys up front did a great job. The offensive linemen, they usually block that way?
Yeah, all the time.
We'd like to say just one that Tom Emanuel was an all-county quarterback. We said that earlier. Played for Roy Lester, so he probably knows him as well as anybody. This guy deserves an awful lot of credit, Tommy.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, thanks, and back to you, Kelly.
All right. Tom Manuel's first win against his old coach, and the Rockville Rams upset the Magruder Colonels. The Rams move 3-6. The Colonels move to 7-2. The Colonels really were kind of shell-shocked by this loss, but they're a good team, and they'll be back. And next week, we want to remind you that our high school football game of the week will feature the Poolesville Indians versus Watkins Mill. That will air Saturday, November 11th, Sunday, November 12th. And the final score of this ball game has the Rockville Rams upsetting the Magruder Colonels 21-17. On behalf of our MCPS crew and Billy Gordon, this is Kelly Burke saying so long.